Hello and welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events. It has been a very quiet, severe weather season, and I think it's going to awaken a little bit today. I don't think we're going to have a big outbreak of severe weather, but I do think we are going to have at least some. The other bigger threat, I think, is flooding, and I'm very concerned for western Arkansas. And it's not so much, and it is the rain that's going to fall across western Arkansas, but the rain that has fallen across Oklahoma. Half the state was under a flash flood warning on Saturday afternoon and evening, and all that water is going to, not all of it, but a lot of that water is going to drain down the Arkansas River, and it's just, a lot of that's going to come downstream. And the river levels are already very high. Now, we've got two distinct rounds of rain to talk about over the next couple of days. The first one arrives, and there's a lot of wind coming up from the south and a lot of moisture. You can probably notice the breezy conditions. We're going to have that wind out of the south up to 20, 25 miles per hour today. Lake wind advisories are in effect. Be aware of that. But we're going to have the possibility, if any of these cells can get out on their own, they will have the ability to rotate. And so there is at least some, not a big, but at least some tornado potential. And I'm going to go over that. This is high resolution rapid refresh model. This, again, very high resolution simulated radar. And we'll take this this is at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You see all this starting to come up from the south. As I was telling you, there's a chance for showers during the day, but the best chance arrives late this afternoon and into the evening. And this continues to hit on this afternoon with a round of rain and thunderstorms. Let me do the math here. This is at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And you see these are numerous showers and thunderstorms, and they will produce locally heavy rainfall, a band coming up. And there's some differences in the modeling. It shows that way, that's at 7 o'clock. You're getting a break, and then it shows another round coming in probably around 10 or 11 o'clock this evening. Some of the models not quite showing that, but I think that's at least possible for another round of rain and thunderstorms producing locally heavy rainfall coming through. This is all with the first initial wave of moisture coming through, and this is not as high resolution, but this is at 3 o'clock this afternoon, basically showing sort of the same thing. This is composite reflectivity radar, trying to show you what radar is going to look like. Never perfect, but it at least shows you that round, that initial round this afternoon and into the evening, and not as impressive with that other round that the other high resolution model was showing, but it shows that initial round moving off towards the northeast tonight. And then this is, let me back up, Memorial Day. There will be some scattered showers around, but we may get a lull in the activity. But look what happens by late in the afternoon and into the overnight. Another round of very heavy rain moves across the state, locally heavy rainfall. And because of that, that flash flood watch that I was talking about all weekend, I thought it would get extended and expanded. It has, and I'll show you that in just a second. Right there, there it is. Flash flood watch, all the counties in green. Now, I'm recording this at 9:30 in the morning, but that includes almost the entire state of Arkansas. And like I said, this is as of 9:30 this morning. There's some flash flood warnings across northwestern Arkansas, but I think you're going to see a lot more flash flood warnings getting issued. But this includes all the Little Rock metro area this afternoon all the way through Tuesday. So it did get extended and expanded. And there's that risk for some severe weather as well. When you look at the overall threat, it's categorized as slight, which, that's at least good. We don't want it to be enhanced, moderate, or high. But let's see what the specific threats are. And most of the state has at least some tornado risk. It's low, but it's there. And wind. There will be some gusty winds with these thunderstorms, a medium threat that where thunderstorms do occur, severe winds, which is, we're talking about winds around 60 miles per hour or greater, will occur. Now, this is what we're looking at with the storm impact this afternoon and into Monday morning. The hail threat, I can't rule it out, but I just don't think severe hail is that big of a threat. The wind threat's at medium, the overall tornado threat's low, and I even thought maybe I should move this flooding threat into the extreme category, and I think it's there for western Arkansas. But overall for the state, I'll put it as high, but no, for western Arkansas, I would put it at extreme, the flooding threat, because you've got so much rain over the past 1 to 2 months, and then you just put in a couple of inches of rain over that, and I think we're going to get more than 2 inches of rain out of it. I think 2 to 4 with some isolated higher amounts definitely in the cards with this. Again, 2 rounds of rain. I do have some concern for this afternoon and into the evening for some severe weather. The main threat with that, the overall risk is severe, but when you look at the specific threats, I think it's going to be damaging winds and possibly we can't rule out a tornado out of this at all. So we want you to stay weather aware. And there are so many people who are outdoors for this weekend. It's a big outdoor weekend. You got the flooding threat. You got the severe weather threat as well. Everybody just needs to stay weather aware. It's still May, and we are at the tail end of our severe weather season, so this is not unusual at all. So on Twitter at KTV News for instant watches and warnings. That right there for your instant watches and warnings. Of course, I'll keep you updated today. Everybody have a great day and stay safe.